with a 5.7 Hemi, these are some of the things that you shouldn't be doing. What's up? Into this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the things that you should not be doing if you got a 5.7 Hemi, Ram, Dodge Charger, Challenger, whatever you have that has a 5.7 Hemi in it. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the things that you shouldn't be doing at all that could really have a huge impact on your Hemi, and you don't want to do these things. So if you're here for your first time on my channel, I got a 2014 Ram 1500. It's my daily driver, and the plan for this truck is to be able to turn it into something like a street truck. So if you here, you a fan of Mopar, you like these Ram trucks, 4th generations, definitely you want to stick around, hit that subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. But let's get into talking about some of the things that you should not be doing if you got a 5.7 Hemi. So one of the things that I always try to tell, like, most people don't really be paying attention to some of these things, but it actually really does have an effect on your vehicle. So prolonged idling, excessive revving, neglecting regular oil change, using low quality fuel, ignoring warning lights such as check engine lights, driving with pretty much your engine light being on majority of the time and you're not trying to diagnose the issue. Those are things that you really don't want to be doing. And then also, when you are frequently towing heavy load without proper modification for you to be able to, for your truck to be able to handle towing that load, and neglecting regular routine maintenance check. These are all these things that I just named. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it, because I myself, I've been down that road before, and I want to be able to share with you guys these things because this could probably help save your Hemi, especially if you got a high mileage Hemi, or if you got a brand new Hemi Ram, your first time being a Ram owner. These are some of the things that you want to be able to keep in mind. Or if you're first time being a 5.7 Hemi owner, these are some of the things you want to be able to keep in mind to help save yourself some money and problems later on down the road. I'm not saying that you're gonna have zero problems. What I'm saying is these things gonna save you like majority of your problems that you're gonna have from your 5.7 Hemi if you really take this into consideration and definitely don't do these. Then yeah, don't get me wrong, I get it that you know, the 5.7 Hemi are pretty tough and stuff like that, but doing some of these things like constantly definitely can have a huge impact on your truck or your car, whatever you have. Like, it definitely could. So that's why I'm taking my time out today. I'm going to be sharing with you guys right now some of my key points, things for you to keep in mind. Remember, if you a new Hemi owner, or if you been owning these Hemi trucks and you just want to learn a little bit more about it, like some of the things I always do is to always make sure to, whatever vehicle you have, it doesn't have to be a Hemi, always make sure you know exactly everything about your car. And definitely this is one of the things, this is all of the things that you want to keep in mind to definitely not do with your 5.7 Hemi. And but if these things that I'm talking about, you want to hear these things, then let's proceed, and I'm gonna get right into it. So these are my key points. Number one, avoid excessive idling. Why? Because this could cause built up and pretty much contribute to wear on your internals and stuff like that, and you don't want that happening. Don't get me wrong, the 5.7 Hemi can idle for sometimes, you know, and stuff like that, but I mentioned this before. It's like when a car's sitting down, when a car parked, when these trucks is parked, they're not made to be parked and just idling for quite some time, 30 minutes to like an hour. I'm not talking about 10 minutes. I'm not saying you can't warm your truck up, you can't do none of that. I'm saying you idling for 30 minutes to an hour that's way too much right there, and you definitely gonna cause some kind of wear on your internals. If you keep that up, I guarantee you 100% you're gonna have that issue. But I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to share with you guys these are the things that you don't want to do. My number 2 is going to be don't over rev. When I mean don't over rev is high RPMs and stuff like that. The reason why I like these trucks, don't get me wrong, they could take the 5.7 Hemi could take quite some beating and stuff like that, but over revving constantly unnecessary most of the time, like this could put a strain on your engine, which could sometimes cause like some kind of problem later on down the road, and it's gonna be able to cause you, you know, a lot of money, and you don't want to really be that guy to really sit there and like constantly revving on your engine and stuff like that for zero reasons and stuff, or especially if the car is parked, you just want to constantly rev. I get it, you got a nice exhaust system, you want to be able to hear your exhaust, but don't get me wrong, you could do these things, but I'm just saying doing it like overdoing it, like pretty much, that's when it becomes an issue, and it could cause some kind of issue for you later on down the line. So you don't want to do that. My number 3 is going to be maintain proper oil levels. This is a huge one. I check my oil on a regular basis, pretty much like before I start getting to like that middle, like the middle mark where I know I got to get an oil change. That's when I sometimes check. Like these trucks, from my truck, I know this truck I have, this Ram, I don't have to pop the hood to check the oil. It could tell me on the dash my oil level and stuff like that, which is pretty helpful. But if you got the older trucks, Rams, you want to pop your hood, just, you know, pull out your dipstick, check your oil level. That could save you, you know, that really could save you. So always keep in mind, yeah, the reason why I said to check your oil level, because your engine pretty much thing is lubricant, and like it helps if you don't have enough oil in your truck. It's not gonna help. It's not really gonna lubricate the way as it should. So you want to make sure you always be able to check your engine, do like regular checks and stuff like that. Your oil level. My next one is using quality fuel. When I mean using quality fuel, I'm talking about gasoline, whatever that is recommended for your vehicle, for your truck, your car, is what you want to make sure you use. I personally, I'll tell you right now, like I know gas prices out there sometimes there's high, sometimes there's cheap. Like different gas stations offer different kind. Me specifically, I'm not saying this is something you should do, but me, I personally go to like where I'm from, we have Sunoco. I go to Sunoco and stuff and get my gas from there, because I don't go to like, I try to stay away from like the off-brand places and stuff that has these real cheap gas. If you know what I'm talking about, like their gas price to be like way cheap, and you know, like I feel like it's kind of low fishy, because majority of them gas where I'm at now is like we paying like $2 something, like high twos. So like the real and off brands be offering like low amount, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but I've done it a couple of times. But you just want to make sure you put in the actual recommend fuel that they tell you for your Hemi, Ram. You know, that's also gonna be a good thing for you. You know, my next is addressing warning lights properly. Never ignore any kind of warning lights that pop up on your engine, on your dashboard. Like me right now, I'll be honest, my warning light is on, my check engine light is on, because I mean I have addressed it. I know exactly what it is. It's because of a sensor that's in the driver's side, pretty much mirror. I bought some mirrors from AmericanTrucks.com, and they came in these. Which is something I should have paid attention to it, but it's not a big deal, because I thought it's the exact same identical mirror, but the only thing is it has the ones that come with these trucks officially from Dodge. It's two things to notice. One, it don't have the heated mirror, and don't have like the object in mirrors close to the. You don't have that word on there and stuff like that. Also, it doesn't have the sensor that plugs in. When you removing these mirror, they have like a sensor in there that plugs in, which is what be able to tell the temperature on your vehicle. When you look at the dash, at least if you got a 2014 Ram, you'll know what I'm talking about. Look at the dash, it will be able to tell you the temperature. So currently, since I bought this mirror, it ain't have that. I thought you could rewire it, but apparently not. So now I bought an actual used one from eBay that has the wiring on there that I'm gonna be plugging in and then resetting my pretty much my code on here. I ran a check in the engine light. That's exactly what it is. So it doesn't affect the vehicle, but it does in some way because your check engine light comes on. Also your temperature. Like one thing I think I've realized is that because this has the E-code thing on there that comes on every now and then. Without that being working properly, it does have an effect because my gas mileage is kind of sucked right now. I'm at like 11s because of that reason, because my eco stuff doesn't come on until that's fixed. But it just tell you that whenever you have these issues with any kind of lights come on your dash, always make sure you know exactly what it is and get it addressed. Don't try to ignore it because it could cause some kind of problem. It could be causing another problem down the road for you or whatever. But thankfully, mine is not something that's under the hood. It's just a simple fix. Our next one is for the guys out there that like to tow with their Ram 1500, pretty much. Be mindful of towing, your towing cap and stuff like that. Don't try to, when you towing a crazy amount of weight with these trucks, they're not diesel trucks at the end of the day. So they have a certain amount you want to be able to tow. Or if you're going to do be a little bit obsessive with it, you got to have like the proper modification that needed for you to be able to do that. Like you can't expect a Ram 1500 to tow like what a 2500 going to tow. That's definitely going to be pushing the limit, and you're definitely going to experience some kind of issue. So these are the things that you should avoid if you got a 5.7 Hemi engine, or if you got a 5.7 Ram Dodge Charger, Challenger, pretty much whatever with a 5.7 Hemi in it. Mainly for Rams 1500 because I own a 14 4th gen, my bad. So make sure, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.